Guys, thank you. Right here. Brian, we're going to start and get a photo with Rick. Come on, Rick. Yeah, buddy. Way to go. You got down here. Thank you. Larry will take a few questions. Oh, big questions.
It's a little rough ride, you know. No suspension in or anything, but it's fun. You know, it's good.
What's the hardest part about the pedals? Are kind of small, Larry?
Yeah, very small. I just hope I'm going to get her stopped when I come down through here. But I've been in it once before for a short period of time, not that long, but just to feel the pedals are real close together. My foot's really big, so, but it was fun.
When this idea was told to you, what was your reaction to it?
Well, there's not, you know, it's like a bucket list thing. It's in New York, so you got to do it. You know, I mean, if it's driving around my neighborhood, I don't think I had any interest in it. But coming up to New York and driving down the street for a few blocks, it's something that I wish everybody could do. It's fun.
As far as having the game, what would make this attractive to Indiana? Why would NBA want to go to Indiana this weekend?
Oh, this is going to be special. We know how full a party. The NBA has been around. We haven't had it since '85, and we look forward to getting back in the mix and having the All-Star game, not only for our fans, but for our state. You know, we're built on basketball. That's all we have there. That makes us happy. There's a lot of things that makes us happy. Basketball is one, but just having an opportunity to have the All-Star game is just great for Indiana.
Okay. How great a city is Indianapolis? They have the NCAA tournament this year. You're going to have the Final Four there. It just seems to be facilitated for basketball.
Yeah, we have the 500 every year. So we're built for parties. You know, everything's real close downtown. We got over 6,000 hotel rooms, and we hosted this Super Bowl, and so we've done a lot of things. We're used to this.
Is that fun on Fifth Avenue?
Oh, I think
it looked like a good crowd.
I mean, it was a good crowd from the time that they put the car out. Larry, you were down there starting in the car.
You know, like I said, it's like a bucket list thing. If I was doing this in my backyard, I wouldn't have done it. But coming down the streets in the city, you got to do it. Come on.
Did you have trouble getting in the car?
Not really. The problem with it is the pedals are so small. The clutch, the brake, and the gas. So my foot's so big it covers all three. So you have to sort of twist your ankle around. But I got to stop.
That's good. That's great.
That's good.
That's great.
Hey, so we know you have a beautiful new part of your life, and so part of the bid that you'll see when we talk a little later is about how we grow basketball in Indiana. But we know you're going to watch your daughter grow, and hopefully you will watch her grow. And you can read this later from her. But the first one we have is about loving Indy. Loving Indianapolis. Okay. So she'd probably wear that before too long. And then, and this is Indianapolis.
Beautiful.
Okay. Race cars, which is appropriate for the day. Okay. And then as we go forward, she gets a little bigger. Obviously Hickory.
Of course.
You know, Hickory. Of course, Hickory. And then finally, you know, we'll talk about the All-Star game, and one of these days she'll wear that with silver proudly.
She'll be big enough by the time the All-Star game
That's exactly right.
Let's get Larry on the other side.
Yeah, so Larry, come on, jump
that's
in.
the shot. That's a great one.
Let you in,
Again. Again.
Good to see you.
You too.
Well, Commissioner, we appreciate you seeing us today, and we wanted to come down to the office in a little bit of special style here and bring our bid for the 2021 All-Star Game.
Thank you.
And so we want to take just a minute and kind of go through it. This good Indiana hardwood. It's about Indy. Here we will have there's a whole video in here that you'll get to see later that has a special greeting from Herb Simon.
Oh, excellent.
And you'll see that. We'll get to this in just a minute, so we'll kind of put that there. Good hardwood basketball floor. And this is officially our bid.
Wow.
have for your staff, and a number of copies that you'll be able to read at your leisure, I'm sure. But I think we've
Really impressive.
we've been able to meet all your requirements and some very special things that I think you'll see about Indianapolis and Indiana. So we appreciate the opportunity and look forward to hopefully seeing you in 2021. One thing I would like to show you, we talked so much in our bid and over the years about how Indianapolis is really made for conventions and made for great, huge events because of the closeness of our downtown. And what we've done is put together a little thing we'll show you here. So if you just step back, you can use that little, you see Indianapolis itself, you see Boomer flying around on the blimp.
Augmented reality.
Augmented reality here,
Yes.
which we get, and we'll show the folks here in a minute. But it just shows you how close from Bankers Life Fieldhouse all the way to the Circle, then all the way back over to Lucas Oil Stadium with the Convention Center. All kind of party zones that we'll have. So you'll be able to see that. I don't know if they can, maybe Conrad or somebody, if you could just jump in there and show the folks across the way.
Well, thank you, Larry.
Thank you.
Thank you. I can't believe you drove that car all the way from Indiana.
You know, I got to drive it back now.
And I just like to say, it's been since 1985 that we had the All-Star game in Indianapolis, obviously before my time in the league, but I remember it as a fan, and it's time we came back to Indianapolis. So,
Appreciate it.
you know, and I know with Herb Simon, as I've said, not the oldest, but the longest standing owner in the NBA, and it's something that I know is very important to him as well and to your community. And you guys do big events as well as anyone in the world. You know, Super Bowls, NCAA Final Fours, other huge events in the city. Obviously there a lot for games, and I know you guys will be fantastic hosts. So it means a lot that you came here and did this in person.
And we're so fortunate, I think we'll be the center of the basketball world, starting with the NBA All-Star Game in February.
I think Indiana already is, but
we have to
but it's
continue
the
to-
heartland in terms of basketball, and nobody embodies it more than Larry Bird himself. So,
And Larry's got one more gift for you, too.
oh.
Now you got to drive the car home.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you very much, Larry.
Sure you will.
Thank you.